We have an entire winter to dissect what happened in the American League Championship Series and figure out what the Astros will do with a longer off-season than they had last year. We will, no doubt, spend plenty of time grousing over the poor performance by umpires that led to disastrous moments for the Astros and left us to wonder if the fix was in. But, for now, we focus on Game 5, as it so happens the final game of the season for the Astros as they fell to the Boston Red Sox 4-1, dropping 4 straight, 3 in Houston, after winning 4 straight games to open the playoffs. It was an unfortunate end to a season that saw the Astros set a franchise record for wins, primarily through dominant pitching both in the starting lineup and out of the bullpen. It was a postseason that included the growing legend of playoff George Springer, one-legged Jose Altuve and the return of Marwin Gonzalez. It was also a year that had its share of controversies, from the trade for closer Roberto Osuna to Signgate in the playoffs to the controversial calls over the last 2 games, calls that may have cost the Astros the series. So, we put aside baseball until next spring, but first let's take a look at Game 5's winners and losers. Home field advantage. The home team won exactly 1 game in this series. Both the Astros and Red Sox were outstanding road teams during the season, and that carried over into the playoffs. More importantly, the Astros struggled at Minute Maid Park all year and not much changed in the ALCS. After winning Game 1 in Boston, the Astros lost 4 straight, including the last 3 in Houston. Clearly, home field advantage is overrated. Leadoff Alex Bregman with Carlos Correa struggling until Wednesday night, and Altuve hobbled with a knee injury. A.J. Hinch opted to move Bregman up to the leadoff spot, hoping to keep the Red Sox from pitching around him. For whatever reason, that did not work out. Since being put first in the lineup, Bregman, one of the hottest hitters in all of baseball, went 0-9. It was a huge chess move that backfired big time. Home run cameraman. After Gonzalez hit a solo home run in the 7th, the Astros put a run on board for Josh Reddick. The lefty launched a shot towards the right field fence. Based on the camera angle, it was about to be 4-3 and Reddick just crushed an upper deck homer. In reality, the ball landed just shy of the warning track, a harmlessly loud out that landed in the glove of Mookie Betts. Gotta do better than that, camera guy. Justin Verlander. Run support. Verlander was one of the best pitchers in baseball, perhaps the AL Cy Young Award winner. But he only won 16 games in a year he probably should have won more than 20, thanks to abysmal run support. That trend continued in Game 5. The Astros were unable to do any damage against Red Sox pitching. They couldn't even get traffic on the base paths. Once again, they failed to support their ace, and it cost them. Winners. David Price's career in Boston. In his last appearance, Price went 4 2/3 innings. He got a standing ovation when he walked off the field in Fenway Park in Game 2. Price's playoff career has been marred by bad outings, but in Game 5, he was lights out, going 6 innings and allowing no runs on only 3 hits with 9 strikeouts. Fans, hands up, move in the outfield after the awful call in Game 4 that robbed Altuve and the Astros of a 2-run home run. Fans didn't take any chances in Game 5. When Bregman launched an opposite field drive and Betts made a flying catch to prevent a home run, fans in the outfield looked like they had just been ordered to surrender by police. Better safe than sorry, we guess. Technology versus the umpires. In professional tennis, a computer simulates the landing spot of the ball on challenges to whether it is in or out. The system is widely respected for its accuracy and takes the call out of the hands of officials. In baseball, that technology exists when calling balls and strikes. We see it during every broadcast. In Game 5, the home plate umpire blew a 3rd strike call on J.D. Martinez from Verlander that would have ended the inning. Next pitch, Martinez drove deep into the Crawford boxes. Technology is clearly superior to human eyes, and this was more proof. The kid who didn't throw the home run back. Any fan that catches a home run from an opponent is encouraged by others in attendance to throw it back on the field in a salty act of defiance. After Rafael Devers hit a 3-run homer in the 6th inning, a young boy who caught the ball appeared on camera looking confused. He was being goaded into tossing it back. But, let's be honest, this might be the only time in his entire life he gets to catch a home run ball. So, props to the young man for holding on to that souvenir. If the Red Sox go on to win the World Series, he might be able to use that ball to contribute to his college fund.